Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome to Sniper Elite 5. It finally happened. Last night Rebellion dropped the Sniper Elite 5 reveal trailer, so today I'm going to be breaking it all down and I'm not going to waste any time doing it. So without further ado, let's get into this. The trailer begins, and after setting up the scene with a shot of Carl Fairburn and a shot of a German infantry, we are launched into the game's first X-ray kill cam, which is my first complaint. This may just be me, but I dislike the zombie army style rays around the bullet during the kill cam. I much preferred it when it was just a bullet and there were just no added rays surrounding it. I think it looked better and cleaner, but yeah, that's just me. So we'll see how that goes. At 13 seconds you can see Carl's new rifle, and it is truly strange looking. It seems to be semi-automatic with a bullpup configuration, offset scope and vertical pistol grip, and for the life of me I have no idea what this thing is, so if anybody knows anything about this gun, feel free to contact me using my Discord server or YouTube comments because I must know what this thing is. At 14 seconds, we can see an Opel Blitz with authentic German army two-tone paint job. I would like to thank Alex from my Discord server for helping me a ton with this video. He went through this trailer with me when it came out and helped point out a load of historical bits and bobs, one of which is that Opel Blitzes apparently did not have the German cross on their sides, so there you are. At 15 seconds, you can see Carl holding what looks like a silenced Browning high power. As you can tell, it's not a 1911 by looking at the trigger guard. You can also see a swastika in the background, and props to Rebellion for actually having the balls to do that because they haven't done that in the past, so it's nice they're actually getting round to the historical accuracy part and actually putting up swastikas, although they will no doubt be censored in some countries and for good reason. We can also get a good look at Carl's new outfit here, and in his old age, he seems to have gone down the chunky knit sweater route, which I think actually looks quite decent. At 16 seconds, you can get a better look at Carl's awfully weird rifle, and also the fact that Carl is now using a well gun, which is excellent because this really shows that Rebellion is changing up the stale weapon roster, which has been identical for Sniper Elite 4, Zombie Army 4 and Strange Brigade, and I honestly was getting tired with it, and I think most people were as well. At 21 seconds you can see a Jaeger operating a searchlight, and I think that searchlights could be a very cool dynamic both when you're undetected and when you're going loud. And it's worth noting that this Jaeger doesn't have a scope on his G43, which is a change from Sniper Elite 4 where all Jaegers had scopes on their G43s. At 22 seconds, you can now see in the distance a fella with an MP44, which with the game being set in 1944 now makes sense. Sniper Elite 4 used the MKB-42 a lot, and whilst it was historically inaccurate to put so many prototype guns into the hands of regular soldiers, it did keep gameplay interesting and it did make the Jaegers scarier, which was important, but now MP44s can be in the game while still being historically accurate, which is excellent. At 26 seconds you can see Carl aiming down sights from a first-person viewpoint with his SMG. This is very cool, although it is important for you to know that this is just first-person ADS, it is not a full first-person mode as of now, which you can see if you slow down the video at 26 seconds and watch Carl de-scope from his well gun. At 29 seconds you can see Carl knifing a man, giving us a juicy X-ray kill cam, which is now a lot more sinewy than before. I'm not sure I like this change. I think I preferred it in Sniper Elite 4 when it was a lot more surgical, compared to this where it's a lot bloodier. At 30 seconds you can see a German soldier with what looks like a Browning high power, and it is cool that, like real life, both sides are seen using the high power, as the high power was basically the closest any pistol has ever come to outdoing the 1911 in terms of sheer usage by all different sides. At 33 seconds, you can see the new scope design, the reticle of which is very nice and detailed. However, I do have one complaint. If you are going to do the decorative scope around the outside of the reticle, you must also make it dual rendered. You can do it like old COD with a single render and no decorative scope, but if you add decorative scope bits around the outside, you must make it dual rendered. which Sniper Elite 4 did do, so no doubt Sniper Elite 5 will eventually follow suit, as this trailer does say that it is still a work in progress. At 36 seconds, you get to see some naval forts, which, according to Alex, look to be on the Channel Islands because of their unique architecture, and a Channel Island thing would be very cool. Additionally, we might get to see something to do with D-Day, as we are in France and it is in 1944, so I think it would be a missed opportunity if they didn't do a D-Day thing. Also, at 36 seconds, we get to see a massive Nazi fortress, which looks like it's going to be an excellently fun level. At 37 seconds, we get to see Carl riding a zipline, which is a new way of moving around and could provide some excellent opportunities for flanks or rotations. Additionally, sniping someone whilst on a zipline sounds absolutely brilliant. At 40 seconds, we get to see a German soldier carrying what we thought was an MLE pistol of some kind, which goes to show just how they are switching up the sandbox. At 42 seconds, you can see Carl climbing up a wall with the help of some vines, which is something you couldn't do in Sniper Elite 4, and it is always good to add more traversal methods to the already copious amount we had on offer in Sniper Elite 4. At 44 seconds, we can see a Tiger tank, which is very nice to see, as they were absent from Sniper Elite 4 in favour of the substantially less cool Panzers. We can also see a machine gunner poking out of the hatch, which suggests that this will be a new way to take down the machine gunners on tanks now, although I assume they will still have the indestructible front machine gun from Sniper Elite 4. At 44 seconds, we can also see that the Panzerfaust will be making a return, although I'm unsure as to whether the Panzerschreck from Sniper Elite 3 will accompany it. At 48 seconds, we can see what looks like Hitler's car getting blown up, with Hitler next to it in a white coat. I expect that, like Sniper Elite 4 before it, Target Führer will launch alongside the game as a Day 1 DLC package, and after the incredible Target Führer mission from Sniper Elite 4, I'll be interested to see what innovations they can make from this level. At 49 seconds, you can see a stationary MG42, and I am so glad to see these things back in action after their absence in SE4. In true Sniper Elite tradition, I will never get a kill with them, but I am glad that they're back, as not only are they cool, but they also give proper suppressive fire to troops without having to use a support Jaeger. At 51 seconds, we can see some pretty nice environmental destruction. I don't know whether this is scripted or it's natural, but light environmental destruction would be cool to see in Sniper Elite. I wouldn't want it to be battlefield levels of complete annihilation, but something decent like maybe a bridge to blow up to stop reinforcements from arriving would be quite cool. At 52 seconds, we can see a crashed American glider in the background, which further suggests the idea of some D-Day missions, as gliders were heavily used during the D-Day landings. And that's all there really is to go over in the trailer, so now I just thought I'd give some opinions. The maps look huge, although that might just be forcing long sightlines into the shots we get of the maps just to make them seem bigger than they are. I honestly think that Sniper Elite 5's maps don't really have to be much bigger than 4's, as I think that 4 nailed the size of its maps perfectly. I am also glad to see that the stale as hell weapon roster is getting switched up, although I bet my left kidney that the Mosin Nagant will still be the best rifle on offer. The new traversal mechanics of proper climbing and ziplining look fun, and look to offer interesting opportunities for moving around the map, although with the ziplines it is important that Rebellion does them properly, as I'm not sure that having a super fast zipline in an otherwise slow paced game sounds like the right thing to do. And I can guarantee that if D-Day isn't in the main game, it definitely will be as part of a DLC, maybe with properly large-scale battles between Allied and Axis soldiers, sort of like the battles between the Partisans and the Nazis in Sniper Elite 4, but large-scale and stuff. I'm also not alone in my complete support of the new and improved stationary MG42, which is something I think we all secretly wanted back, even though we never used them in the first place. I won't give my opinions on Target Führer yet, as we only saw one super brief shot of it in the trailer, so I don't know what it'll be like, although I am looking forward to it, and I will of course be making more Sniper Elite content in the future, but I am going to end this video here, so I will see you later. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Remember to like, subscribe and comment. It costs you nothing and it's a great way to help out the channel. Stay safe and goodbye.